Don't do that.
You don't do that?
Oh, no, never, never.
Why not?
Against the rules. You know, you're stupid when you do that. Just some English pig with no brain
Dennis,
at all, you know.
Well, that was interesting. A little bit of quick, shitty transition by your boy here. We're live. The Ray Hyclak Show. Live for you every single week. Every single week we're here. I'm doing this. It's the mold standard of podcasting, baby. No matter how many times you try and get rid of me, I'm here. I'm hanging out. Getting ready. Also, UFC Freedom 250 this weekend. This coming weekend, next week, we're going to have fights at the White House for the first time ever. And I think I'm going to do that combat sports show Friday to enjoy that, and hopefully you guys will come along with me. I'm going to do a little research and see if there was ever potential for a boxing card prior to the White House hosting mixed martial arts for the first time ever. Going to be interesting weekend. That's going to be Saturday or Sunday next week. There will be a That Combat Sports Show. There will not be a Ray Hyclak Show. It will be That Combat Sports Show here live. Freedom 250. We're going to do a full-on reaction to that, so make sure you guys are here for that. Make sure you guys are here. Make sure you guys like the show. We do this live Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Facebook. You got Abraham Drinking. Abraham Drinking is the place for the Ray Hyclak Show on Facebook. Go check them out. The Mental Ward is on there. Coffee with Tree is on there. The Abraham Drinking podcast itself is live there as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy all of that. And leave comments in the Facebook, by the way. I want to see how many people actually are watching post live, because this goes live. It's easier to cut it this way. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to put a lot of effort into the cutting of the podcast, because it's right there already here for you. And yeah, man, it's been a week. It's been a week for Bilal Muhammad. We'll talk about that later in the podcast. I do have the Cavalcade of stories coming up, so make sure to be happy and ready for that, because we're definitely going to be doing that, people. Casey Jones, you sexy bitch, you. Got some fun stories hooked up as well, so stick around for those. And happy Corpus Christi to those people that's the Catholics out there and Christians that celebrate today. It's, I guess, a thing. Did a procession around the church I go to. It was a lot of well, it's not fun, because you can't really say that about like religion. You can't say religion's fun ever. It's like no religion is truly fun. But maybe Jehovah's Witnesses, but they lie to each other all the time, and tell themselves there's a lighthouse somewhere. Sorry, there's not. But It's I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. Beautiful ceremonies. Went yesterday, went today. Because they had like a procession around the whole church that was basically just to bless the ground that the church is on, and it was a very cool moment. You get the same thing though. You get in a lot of other things, which with lines and long processions, you get stop starting in certain places, and you're just like, ooh. It gets awkward, especially when you got like an old grandma that's like 5 people ahead, and you're just like, she's gonna be stopping every 2 seconds because her knees are giving out. It sucks. Oh, I didn't do that. Hold on. Fuck. I need to go to Rumble Studio and start that up because I haven't even done that yet. Enter. Oh, I haven't even put that up. All right. Well, it's just gonna be Facebook and YouTube today. Just getting the 30th episode of Ray Hyclak Show is not going to be there. And also, I want to, since we're 30 episodes in, just acknowledge the number and say, honestly, I didn't think I'd make it this far. I thought after Bro Plata, I was going to be completely and utterly just like not into doing the another podcast, a solo podcast. But I've enjoyed this because it's actually it's entertaining, to say the least, to get up here and, get everybody in, get everything going. I'm going to check my audio since I got nobody watching. All right. Maybe one person, but I'm right now trying to. It's not. Why is this telling me that Abraham Drinking isn't live? This is weird. I don't like this. How is this not live? I'm confused. Am I on right now on Facebook? It says I'm on. It says I'm live. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Podcast, the solo podcast. What? Okay, sounds good. I'm just trying without the headphones. I'm tired of getting ear infections. So nice to have, be able to. No one's watching, but we got a full show. Like I said, there's going to be some follow-ups and some people as well. During the show, Shelby Campbell's back. If you don't know who Shelby Campbell is, she is the Michigan Congress candidate who is twerking on her sink or her kitchen counter, being like, I'm a good person and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no, you're not, bitch. No, you're not. Also, I got another one of a guy ending the fun in the best way possible. What is this? Oh, that's what that is. I don't need an audio. Oh, maybe. How about an audio visualizer? Will you guys enjoy that? Huh? You guys like that? Is this kicky enough for you? Is this like am I getting twitched up over in this bitch? Is that what we're doing? Oh man. And then also Robot Kicking a Kid, along with UFC 118 thing. Let me bring up the screen share first of my shiznit. Let's go for that. What am I doing? It's over here. Perfect. All right. I'm going to pull up my stories because I didn't do any actual prep. All right. So bring this fucking hooer up before I play the Cavalcade of stories. Intro. And then let's get this screen share up, shall we? And then I edit on the fly, by the way, just to let you guys know. I don't have a massive budget, so I don't have a producer. If you want to produce, email the @Ray Hyclak Show email or the Ray Hyclak Show email. I might consider you. All right, and then let's put that buy me coffee ahead of the screen share because it's small. All right, so let's play the Cavalcade of stories.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Tonight we bring you 3 rings of spectacular entertainment.
It is the Cavalcade of stories in which you get to watch me break down all kinds of different shit that I find on the internet. And this, obviously, if you do not know Cavalcade of stories, that is the intro. And this is the little scroll of telling you what we're going to be talking about today. I worked on it really hard, guys. I hope you guys like it. But yeah, dude, it's a story with a little bit of teeth. This is Shelby Campbell. If you don't know who this is, Shelby Campbell is a congressional candidate in the state of Michigan. She is not that bright of a person. Ringling Brothers Berman Bailey used to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That is true. That is true, Pulse. That is very true. But this chick is fucking wacky, dude. Like, listen to her. This is a congressional candidate in the state northwest of me. Directly northwest of me, this broad lives. And it scares me that I share a lake with her.
Y'all didn't call me. I'm gonna figure it out after I figure out my warrant because I have.
She's running for Congress, and she has a warrant out for not appearing in court. Let me repeat this. She is a woman with a warrant running for Congress in Michigan. She is taking the Kwame Kilpatrick route. It's nuts. I'm surprised that I could run for Congress with a DUI, I think. I'd be open about it. I would say I felt terrible and remorseful about it. And I think it would get me elected. But at the same time, I'm not. Because I'm not that smart, nor do I want to hold fucking office in this country. But let's continue with good old Shelby.
A warrant for not going to court because I didn't have my license on me when I was driving. I didn't realize.
How do you not? Like, you see the videos all the time of people getting pulled over and saying that they're in their cousin's car. You see those people that don't have ID at all and then expect the cop to have some kind of thing. Which, by the way, just to let you guys know, if you're ever in that situation, I've been in that situation where I've been pulled over, realized I didn't have my license. You know what goes well with that? Shutting the fuck up. That goes well in a traffic stop. And you can always tell me, oh, let's find a smaller podunk town in Texas and run for office. We could run that town. Doug Stanhope was saying that for years when it came to the police and the Occupy Wall Street movement. Kind of is working right now because we do have people running for office who ought not be, due to Totenkopfs and shit like that. Graham Plattner, I see you. Your fucking Nazi tattoo. This chick, though, is fine. Like, I would love that, though. Just get a whole podcast fan base to take over a town and elect everybody based off of just knowing those people. That'd be great. That would be awesome. The podcast town. You just drive everybody out of that town that like had been born there since 1890 or some shit. That'd be great. That'd be great. Just a fucking podunk like Texas town. Fuck yeah, man. We could run that place in 3 months. Just get let us get a majority during the election. It would work. But I want this girl to win in Detroit. I've never, how can I put this? And it's probably going to be the only one I ever do, if I'm being honest, just for the lolcow that this woman is going to become during the election cycle. Like, because she's not going to get a single vote. Like, she's getting hammered by libs of TikTok. She is being hammered by Twitter. She is being hammered by social media for just being an idiot, just being a drunk idiot. Like, she doesn't look like the kind of girl I would trust with a fucking a student council treasury. All of what, $100 of it or whatever. I wouldn't trust her to put a pizza party on for student council. I'm an ordained minister, or as a minister, you could be city's #1 disc jockey. Fuck yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Moss is the mayor. I think Moss would be a great mayor for that that Texas town. And they could just put Logan as like his co-mayor. This is my son. He will take over one day. But let's continue with this girl, because like we're gonna get. I said this the last time she was on the show, or I talked about her on the show. This is the future of politics. This woman's about my age. I'm 36, 37 years old. This is the future of politics. She's gonna be a Nancy Pelosi style. She might be more of an AOC if I'm being honest. Her IQ is not that great. But let's continue with old Shelbs.
I was in the process of moving last year. I've had it since like June.
Process of moving, always a great excuse. Anytime people want to, like, you can tell she's lying, because as soon as she says that, she's like, what, not looking at the camera, she's not making eye contact, she's not being sincere at all. And I love her, because she's the future of the Democratic Party. Women like this are the future of the Democratic Party. Men like this are the future of the Democratic Party, which means I could probably take over the Democratic Party tomorrow after 4 months of procrastination. The way everything is going. I mean, we need new blood in this fucking country, dude. There's too many young people in this country getting pushed out of politics because of the fact that the old guard is so entrenched and corrupt that like only women like this who are allowed to be useful idiots for a party in Detroit, no less, one of the most corrupt cities ever, Detroit, she would be the 13th district congresswoman if she won. I don't think she is. I want to see who it is, but I'm endorsing Shelby Campbell for 13th district of Detroit, and I don't even live there. I just want her to win because she's Detroit in a nutshell. Let's continue.
I have jury duty. Yeah, I don't understand.
They summoned her for jury duty, and she has a warrant. Like, who's stupider? You could have used this, not said anything about the license, and then got her in there and arrested her when she came in for jury duty. Come on, Detroit. Do I have to do everything for you people? Let's continue.
And how I have jury duty when I have a warrant. Y'all didn't call me.
Y'all didn't call me. I love that line always. Let's hear that again.
Y'all didn't call me.
Just the anger at herself for being stupid to then push it on other people is adorable. It's adorable. I feel bad for whoever's dating this woman. I don't know who is. But like, this woman is a dumpster fire. This woman is like, she makes me look good. And I'm an unemployed podcaster who barely has money to pay for his streaming service. Barely. Like, she makes me feel like I can run for politics and make a go at it. Like, I'd have to move to a different city, probably. That's what a lot of these like local politicians do. They just uproot and hope nobody catches the fact that she was like, or that they were fucking shitbags in their own, other places they were in politics for. It's amazing. Let's continue.
I'm gonna figure it out after I figure out my warrant.
Okay, this is actually the same video. All right. Let's take that off. Actually, let's just do this. What? There it is. That's what I do on the fly, kids. All right, what's the next item on here? Oh yeah, this guy fucking rules. We've all heard about, Ding Dong Ditch. We've all heard about people, my cousin got caught ding dong ditching, and the guy told his mom, or guy told his dad, or whatever. And I had to preface that. Had to fucking preface it. What's up, El Capitan Rafuco? Good to see you, baby. Can we get more deep breathing into the microphone, please? Let me do it one more time. All right. There you go, Casey. You asked for it. I feel like I should give it to you a little bit. So this is a fun video or fun story. This is source is Channel 19 out of Cleveland, which is my CBS affiliate ad here. Let me see. That's terrible. Let me pull that in. Well, there's the headline. Man tackled children off bikes, dragged one into his home after being ding-dong ditched for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks straight, these little crumb snatchers were bothering this poor gent and ding-dong ditching him. And I mean, I find it awesome. I find this story awesome. Let's see how this looks. Okay. What will you tell us about the rust in the Rust Belt, Ray? Next week, come by. I might have a documentary set up for it. So, Casey, I want you here for that. I got to give this a fucking border, dog. It looks boring. Let me see this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So I mean, we all did this shit as kids, and you would get those old men. Next week, what time? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I will be breaking down UFC Freedom 250 on this very channel. I'll tell you during the fights. How about that? Just show up during the fights. Show up then. What day? Your birthday. Mount Pleasant, South Carolina is the scene of this story. And again, the whole dragged one into home already right there. I told my girlfriend about this story. And like any normal person, she immediately went, oh, well, of course he got arrested. Because I had to say dragged one of them into the house, and she didn't let me finish. She gave me no context. I had to actually say, yeah, it sounds terrible until you say the words after being ditched, or before you say the words after being ding dong dished for weeks. Police say she literally went, oh yeah, fucking fuck those kids. So it's a rough story, like headline wise. But let's continue down this rabbit hole. A man in South Carolina is facing charges after police said he attacked children who were ding dong ditching him for weeks. Chad Larson, I'm surprised it wasn't Zumach, is charged with kidnapping, assault, and battery of a high and aggravated nature, and assault and battery in the third degree. So this dude went ham on these kids. Probably to the point where it kind of got overkill. No pun intended. But it's, you piss a guy off enough, and he's not going to be happy with it. Like, I want to see how long, because I don't read these stories. I just see the headline and then I read them with you so we can have a good time. Sometimes if it's something where even my brain goes, this isn't going to be worth it, I'll read it. But a lot of the time, as soon as I see the story, I'm like, I'm fucking in on this. And since I don't need any more audio for right now, police said the incident happened Monday afternoon. Larson reportedly told police that 2 weeks ago, a group of children started ringing his doorbell and running away. Sometime during those 2 weeks, Larson said he drove around and tried to track down the children. That's okay. That's where you lose me. Because I can understand fully. I've had people in my life who think it's funny to like push and prod, not really reading the room at the time of said prank issue or whatever. Are you an aspiring news reporter? Fuck no. I just like talking into a microphone. I like radio. I'm a failed radio guy, man. Like I never was on the radio outside of my internship, but like I've done shit in radio. But you kind of have to keep people entertained, and that's why I don't do normal news stories. That's why I like stories like this. This is somewhat gentle. But like where you lose me, because I was all about this guy just waiting. I was about this guy not really chasing after these kids or going after them on the street. If this dude would have just gone about his business, life would Casey Jones 11. Is that the answer to that question? But you lose me when you leave the house actively trying to hunt down these kids. That part, I'm immediately like, dude deserved to get arrested. Like, if you would have just waited and plotted, had a paintball gun or something like that, a dictator. I like it. I knew it was going to be that. I'm not stupid. I've heard that. I live on the internet, Casey. We are in a lot of the same chats. I've seen that. But like when you all of a sudden you physically grab your keys, put it in the car, and start it looking for like 11 to 13-year-olds ding dong ditching you, trying to beat the piss out of them, that's when you lose me. Like, you lose me. You could have done shit like put paint on top of the fucking thing and then waited for them and then pulled the fucking, or opened the fucking door so the paint falls on them, or had it on a piece of fucking plywood, or you could have done a lot of elaborate fucking Home Alone shit. But you lose me when you start getting in your car and starting to hunt kids down that are pissing you off. That's not proper way, dude. That's not even proper way for like regular hunting. Like, you let them come to you. It's a fishing game at that point because they're pranking you. They're pranking you, dog. So what you got to do for anybody who is watching this podcast right now, I'm not condoning violence. I'm condoning pranking. I am all for a good prank, even if it's done to you. It's all whatever. You get caught up, shit happens. You know, if you have a bad day, you just walk away if you're mad. Don't get fucking pissy about it. But like, I've gotten pissy during a few pranks, but I was a little bitch back then too. And like, you don't do that. You wait. You make them Sun Tzu, baby. Sun Tzu. You let your opponent make mistakes and capitalize. These are 11, 12-year-old kids. These are teenagers. You fucking get them back. You don't hunt them down. Who gives a shit? Buy a Ring camera. Catch them lacking. Just completely catch them off guard, dog. That's all you have to do. No need to hunt kids down in your fucking Chevelle or, Fiero, whatever you're fucking driving around. Larson was woken up from a nap Monday and was told that the children were outside and wanted to speak with him, a police officer reported. He went outside under the assumption that the children wanted to apologize, and Larson said that they used the opportunity to taunt him before taking off on bikes. You never trust a child. Never trust a child under the age of 25. If they're children, don't trust them. That's when you prank them back. You embarrass them. Don't let them embarrass you. You embarrass them. Don't be physically violent. Get them back. Whatever. When he realized the children were coming back, Larson hid in his neighbor's bushes to wait until get close enough for him to tackle them off their bikes. Two children were knocked off their bikes, and Larson held them on the ground. One of the children was able to break free. Larson told the police he grabbed the other child by the neck and arm and grabbed and dragged him into his home. The things men do in anger. The things men do in anger is sad. Because again, you missed out on a great opportunity, man. You missed out on a great opportunity to prank these little fucking crumb snatchers every time. But what'd you do? You hid in bushes like a bitch? You would have been better off fucking putting some kind of, like a mini spike strip or something so you pop their fucking tires. Instead of getting in your car, trying to hunt these kids down, and then grabbing both of them, putting them on the ground and putting them on the neck. Embarrass these little shits. That's something we don't teach children anymore. Like, a lot of kids don't know the scientific fact that their body and self-esteem both fall at the exact same rate when hitting the ground or falling from something, or when they're embarrassed. Get something like that. Embarrass the piss out of these little bastards. Just embarrass them. That's what we need. That's why a lot of these fucking kids are out there, just being ne'er-do-wells. It's just, nobody taught these kids shame. Like, my parents taught me shame. Do I have physical shame? No, because I'm a fat piece of shit and I'm hairy. I know I don't fucking pose naked so I can walk around naked in my own home. I don't give a fuck. As long as no one's home, I'm good to go. But like, shame is a big societal thing that I think needs to come back. I think we've lived with too much be no shame for anything and everything. And I think it's time to bring back shame a little bit. I'm not going to say shame certain groups. I'm not going to shame individuals, though. Individuals, I'm all for it. Groups, it's getting into the weeds. It's just too deep. You got to explain stuff. You got to do all kinds of stuff. People who dress up in bicycle tights, ride their bicycle around the block are gay. I agree with you. Let's see what this fucker's gonna get here. What's the charge? Dragged him into the home. Police cooperated with officers. Told me that he knows what he was wrong, but continued to speak as though the juveniles were the one doing the wrong. Which they, so you're just gonna be a bitch even more in front of these fucking kids. You're just gonna be a bitch more and be like, they started it. Embarrass them. I had neighbors do that shit to me when I was a kid. You had fucking other parents embarrass the fuck out of you in front of your own parents, or fucking vice versa. Hell yeah. Have some fucking shame, dog. Have some shame. Oh, that was a fun one. This guy, though. This fucking guy. This next story, speaking of police, a detective got a little mad at a coworker. And I love this story. This story is fantastic, man. This story, I've worked in office environments. You work in warehouses with a break room. And you always get those like couple people, those couple dickheads who, no matter what you're eating, their shit for some reason has to be microwaved and smells like it's being dropped from the asshole of the devil and also Damien at the same time. Like some of the smelly shit I've breathed in warehouse fucking break rooms doing, especially pest control. Dude, the shit people bring to work, and you're like, dude, I can't do this, dude. Break room microwaved fish. Yeah, that's disgusting, Casey. Like, it's just gross. Like, this dude's in the right, by the way. I don't care what the charges are. I don't care what the whole fucking thing is. I get this guy. I get this guy more than I get a lot of fucking people I've hung out with for over 15 years. 5. Shit, an hour. I get this guy more than a lot of humans. Bar none. There is no other guy in the world I sympathize with more than a dude in an office who's got to fucking deal with other people's smelly ass shit. Who knows how old that fish was, by the way? Because he pulled his gun on a fucking fellow officer, because the guy kept fucking microwaving fish in the office. Ew. With it, what, like meat, steak, pork, chicken, sometimes, depending on what you're cooking the chicken with. Acceptable. Very acceptable. I think those are perfectly good microwavable meals to have in an office environment. Fish, no, because fish can go south really quickly. And if it's raw and you're cooking it, it's like pre-cooked fish. It's even worse because if it's fresh, it's kind of gnarly to begin with. But what up, Hearns? Good to see you, baby. This is the story I'm on right now. Detective, fuck off, Twitch person. I don't like you. Go away. I'll ban you. Banning this Twitch douchebag. Block user. Officially blocked. Blocked, bitch. I'm gonna air horn that one. I microwaved potatoes au gratin, and my coworkers said it smelled really good. or O'Brien. Or do you mean au gratin? You mean au gratin? Because au gratin potatoes are dope. Fish is not something that should be microwaved. Fish should be either like grilled or, seared, something on like a hot stone or something like that. Not a microwave. Like, what kind of savage are you? So let's continue this. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's a South Carolina heavy show today. I don't read these stories before I talk about them. I react with them live with you. Myrtle Beach detective has lost his job. Lost his job after an arrest warrant says he pointed a gun at an officer over microwave fish. Lost his job. Oh, man. A South Carolina law enforcement division, or according to the SC Law Enforcement Division, Michael DiBiase, $1 million cop, was charged Tuesday following a Myrtle Beach Police Department investigation. According to a warrant, DiBiase confronted an officer at the department about warming their fish in a microwave and causing an odor in the office. Yeah, because it's fucking fish, dog. Why? Why would you do it? O'Brien. I've never heard of O'Brien. Yeah, you don't do that. And then confronted, blah, blah, blah. During the confrontation, he pulled out and pointed his department-issue gun at the officer. Oh, man. South Carolina's got a lot of loose cannons out there, man. No pun intended. Myrtle Beach police say DiBiase was placed on administrative leave immediately while investigating the conduct. The department said its internal investigation identified several policy violations and that it later determined DiBiase, or later terminated. I thought that said determined. I was waiting for the next sentence. Our employees are trusted with significant responsibilities. With that comes an expectation of professionalism. There's a level of professionalism with what you bring for your fucking lunch, dog. That's nasty. That's fucking nasty. Sound judgment and respect for others. Why is Fish Guy not fired? Hold the same standards, South Carolina or Myrtle Beach Police Department. What are you doing? A man is ruining another man's nostrils with the smell of microwave fish. I get him. I absolutely understand where he is coming from. Michael, I am on your side, dog. I don't care what you said. I don't care what you did. A motherfucker should not be microwaving fish in a fucking office environment, no matter what kind it is. It was booked at the detention center. Here's his mug shoot. And this was 4 days ago. 4 days ago, this dude is like, my buddy from work is super mad at the California election counting. He's mad, bro. I stay quiet, keep my opinion to myself. I don't live in California, so I don't care what's going on. I don't care. It's a liberal state, always has been. I'm not, I don't know. When it comes to like California politics, that is fucking confusing. I could tell you about the California mob, though. That's about it. Spencer Pratt is off, or as of right now is out. Interesting. Okay. That's weird, but it happens. But again, I'm not going to comment on elections in states I'm not a part of. Ohio, we have Vivek Ramaswamy coming. So, I don't know. It's a little rough out there for a pimp. But, yeah, dude, Republican representative. Yeah, I know who Spencer Pratt is. I know all that. I saw something about Trump getting mad that they're falling fast and all this kind of stuff. That's why I don't do politics on my show, dude. I don't do politics on this show, and I don't do it on Combat Sports or that Combat Sports show. I just don't need it. I love talking to y'all. I'll talk about politics, but I'm not a fan of talking about politics. It's just too divisive. And I feel like if you're just talking about politics all the time on your podcast, by the way, you don't have a lot of a life. Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I want to make an entertaining show for the masses. I don't want to make so fucking mad. All right, we'll talk about this. Cause like honestly, man, I never got it. Like I got really weirded out by people in 2016 when fucking the first election happened and people were on the witch hunt for fucking any conservative they could possibly find. It just nuts to me. Like how all of a sudden one day we woke up in a normal-ish country and then all of a sudden it seems like a lot of people were activated. A lot of people were activated by email. I didn't receive the email. Apparently I wasn't high up in the fucking totes poll for that one, but like it's I don't know. I liked politics until 2020, if I'm being honest. I did enjoy watching the good blue hair liberal lose their mind, you know, like it was fun until the blue-haired liberals started really fighting back. And then you're like, man, now you're mad. Like, I can't enjoy shit. And I'm not one of these guys where it's like, I can't make jokes about anything anymore. No, it's not even that. It's more just like you can't joke about politics at all anymore. What do you think of Drumpf? Are you trying to spell Totenkampf? Because the Graham Plattner, I mean, he is number one scumbag right there. Anybody with a Nazi tattoo can suck my ass. But yeah, dude, it's weird. I never got it, and once I realized that we weren't ever gonna really go back. Did you know Donald's real last name is Drumpf? Yes. Like a lot of people, including my dad's side of the family, they changed their names. Who cares? Who cares? It's not hurting your life that much. He changed it to Trump. No, his dad, I think his family changed it to Trump. Yeah, I think it was like one of his ancestors changed it to Trump. What's in a name, guys? Can't tell you. My name's never been changed in my lifetime. I can tell you that. Yeah, it's just weird. Sorry if I drove anybody off with that. It's just, I don't do politics on this show, and I don't like talking about it on lives because, one, there are already so many fucking people out there talking politics, talking religion, talking, how the price of oil is going to affect the Beatles in, Rwanda or some shit. I just, those people can do that. I have the brain for funny stories about dudes pulling guns on people because of fish. Like that's what makes me happy in life, guys, is fucking nasty fish stories and the world of amazing people doing dumb shit. All right, let's what is this story? Oh yeah, I like this story. We'll end on that, but you know what? I know what we're gonna do now. ESPN, or I'm gonna go to everybody's favorite website, MMAholes.tv. We're going to break down the main card from last night at the UFC Meta Apex Center. Bilal Muhammad and Gabriel Bonfim. You ever see a woman smoke a cigarette with her vagina? Only on the internet. Only on the internet, Casey. That's been the place I've actually seen that. Yes, I don't get the smoking fetish. Like there are guys out there who have like smoking fetishes, like women who like to smoke, and I couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered in the slightest. First fight of the night, Junior Tafa Junior Tafa's knee gave out after a couple calf kicks from Iwo Baranowski. And that was first round. It was a fucking awesome finish. Like, just Tafa went down in a heap. A lot of pain. And got himself the loss against Iwo. Did Junior Tafa. I think he's going to get cut now because it's that surgery, or if he has to get surgery on something if his knee tore, like nobody wants to wait around for Junior Tafa to return to the cage. Is there anybody really clamoring for like a Junior Tafa fight right now? No. So kick his ass to the fucking curb. Let's move on. Tafa went down like a sack of potatoes. Yes, he did, D-Man. Hey, D-Man, good to see you, baby. Good to see you. Actually, I have people here that, have a good time. I couldn't find your Patreon. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll, and next show. If you want, buy me coffee right here. There's a link in the description. I didn't put my Patreon in there. It's at Ray Hyclak. I don't have anything except I think the logo of the show. I haven't put anything on my Patreon. The buy me coffee is the best way, I think, at this point to fucking help me out with any kind of donations or anything that you want to do. Plus, if you do it, you get a picture of Danny McBride saying dollar bill, y'all, on the screen. What more do you need? Good to see you, D-Man. Let's do the Santiago Luna Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell, kids. Bryce Mitchell, you guys know because you watch mixed martial arts. Bryce Mitchell is on a different level right now because when Josh Emmett sent his soul into the spirit realm, I thought we were not going to see a Bryce Mitchell like we have. And he ended up beating the Gracie. How much coffee do you need, bro? Not that much. I don't drink coffee. Bryce Mitchell is, I think, on a path right now to Bryce tapped out Mitchell. Dude, I don't know how much more he's got in the tank. I really don't know how much this motherfucker has left. But I'm excited to see what's left, man. Quoting fucking scripture, quoting all kinds of shit. I like this Bryce Mitchell. I like this crazy Bryce Mitchell. And I said it on the stream last night. Bryce Mitchell becomes the 135-pound champion. It's the worst nightmare of Dana White. Because he's got a worse conspiracy theorist than Sean Strickland. And it's the 135-pound title, which was that was Figueiredo, or Figueiredo was trying to get that belt. A bunch of guys. Piotr Jan was a fucking champion, was a beast at 135. So can't believe Bryce Mitchell tapped to Bryce with 10 seconds to go. Yeah, dude. Santiago Luna tried hard, but that O had to go. And I think that was, he was 8-0, and Bryce stopped him, smothered him for most of the fight. And for Bryce to be able to pick that off was fucking great, man. Tom Nolan beating up on Faraz Azim or Ziam. It was a good fight, boring. And then we had another boring one. Brendan Allen won. We had a lot of the last three fights were just boring, man. The last three fights were just fucking boring. But now I'm going to talk about it because I did put up a short earlier from yesterday talking about Bilal Muhammad. I think he's washed. I think he's done. I think he'll have about maybe one more fight on his contract, and if he loses that fight, then he's done. I think they'll cut him if he loses this. I think he's got one more. Dana's not going to keep him around like he did a bunch of other guys. Like Junior Tafa is going to get a contract extension before Bilal Muhammad because, let's face it, Bilal wasn't really that good. Bilal Muhammad was not that good at all, guys. Like you can't convince me that Bilal Muhammad at any point in his UFC career was a real bona fide UFC world champion. I mean, he beat Leon Edwards, but what did he do after that? Lost to Jack Della Maddalena handily. Like to the point where we all knew he wasn't getting a rematch with Jack at all. And last night proved it again because he did nothing. He ended up getting bloodied up for 5 rounds, and Luna was trying to take his fucking head off. So, Bilal Muhammad, he's fucking done, dude. Put him in the fucking stack, get him out of the fucking thing, and let's get him in the pyre, dude. Like, there's got to be more guys at 170 better and more equipped to actually be a world champion than Bilal Muhammad or a top 10 guy. Habib Camp Bilal was formidable, but that only you can only do that so long, and you can only have confidence for so long. Once JDM fucked his world up. JDM fucked his world up, dog. Similar camp to full Camp Nate. Well, he wasn't though. I mean, he wasn't. It's again. I think honestly, he's more of a flash in the pan, Buster Douglas style guy, and UFC has had a lot of Buster Douglas in the past. I mean, it's almost hilarious that there's been more Cinderella stories in MMA than there is boxing. Or Sea-Level Kane. Ooh, Sea-Level Kane is dangerous. Fuck. Yeah, Sea-Level Kane's dangerous, but he's not. That Bilal will never be that level. Fuck no. And good on Gabriel Bonfim for getting the dub. Cain Velasquez's story is crazy. I agree. We've talked about it a bunch on this show. We've talked about it on Brobo Plata when it happened. Like, I agree it was a dumb decision for him to not fucking, or for him to chase the motherfucker. Like I said in the story in South Carolina today, that's when you lose me, when you chase somebody, but I can understand why the motherfucker did what he did. Because the dude was harassing and, he touched his kid and everything. It's like, ew. You can't let that shit happen. And, parents, I don't blame you for going ham on somebody. Oh, I really don't. All right, let's get to this kid getting kicked by a robot. Because, I mean, they're already calling, like, the youth in this world is already, like, has a derogatory term for robots. Me too, Roberto. Sea-Level Kane versus Prime Fedor, who would be something to behold. Oh my god, bro! My brain is breaking over that idea alone. Like that broke my brain, D-Man. I appreciate that, dog. Thank you. Thank you for breaking my brain on a Sunday about something I've never really thought about. You would have to think that would be Kane, right? You'd have to think that'd be Kane's win and everything. Like that, I think Kane would beat Prime Fedor. But, who can't beat this fucking poor kid? Let me get a better video here. This is, look at that. Look at that. That is a full push kick by this robot. It was in China. China's robots. You don't know if they're actually like, I don't believe that like Chinese robots are actually like, what's the word I'm looking for? Run by AI. I feel like there's somebody in a suit with like a helmet, sort of like Stan in American Dad. Fedor was too slippery, though, a la Greece, St. Pierre. That is a good point. I could see the Russians pulling some fuckery against Kane. You know, fucking whoever was running thing at the time. I think it was probably Putin, wasn't it? It was probably Putin. Would have fed him fucking all kinds of Icarus drugs to beat Cain Velasquez. So let me find the video of it. I know it was playing here, but I haven't really. Here it is. Here we go. All right. Let's bring this up a little. Go full screen with it. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, look at the happy joy. Bam! Whew! Let's go back. Look at the wig. All the kids are excited. They're happy. They're ready to go. And then this poor little fat kid just in the end just gets what every fat kid gets. Just all kung fu fighting. He's got his like nice jeans on, and he just gets booted. Spinning kick. Roundhouse switch kick, it looked like. Let's see this again. Did it do 2 rotations? Boom, boom. You know that's always a dangerous scenario, even when a drunk guy does that. When the drunk guy just all of a sudden goes into the martial arts stance, kind of, you know, it's like, wah, you know? Continue. Oh, no, he spun with it. He spun. This is danger zone. Like, this is Connor in his prime. Look at this hip movement. Watch this. I'm actually amazed. I want to know if some dude was actually doing this or they programmed this thing to do this. But this kid right here in the Mickey Mouse shirt is in the wrong place at the wrong time. Boom. And then he spins. Kadoosh. Oh, self-preservation is not good with that kid. Not good at all. Let me see if I can. Let me fix this. That song is dangerously close to being overplayed yet again. I don't even know what the song is. I can't hear the song. I cannot hear that song. What song is it? Let me. I don't even know. I don't even know what song. I can't even hear it. What's the song, D man? What is the song? I see Gadoosh, but I don't know what the name of the song is. Let's see this again though. Cause like you can see this kid, like even right here, he is happy. Look at that kid's punim. Oh, Rasputin, yeah. Everybody, a lot of those songs, like a lot of the internet songs are being overplayed again, and I'm whatever, dude. At this point, it's all slop. It's all slop. But look at the joy on this kid's face, the smile of like, look how cool this robot is as he's about to just rearrange his guts like a Friday night. Yeah, once he gets into that martial arts Quan Chi stance or fucking Tai Chi stance, it's over. Then the kid in the Mickey Mouse shirt is just getting fucked. Bam, bam. And then he just hug a dude. And his friends are just like, oh no, is there a teacher around? Can we get somebody to help him? Can we do that? Can we do that, please? He's hurt. We got a young man down. The girl in the white dress is concerned, like she knows that he's dead or he's done. But yeah, boom, just right in the rib. And he just goes down, sits on his ass, and the robot backs up. Those are the mean girls. The girls laughing at the robot backing up. Those are mean girls. Those are women who probably will tell him that he cannot date them because his social credit score is too low. And then the robot's kind of looking. Yeah, this was controlled by a guy in a suit. I don't believe that that's what AI. That's a dude in a suit. Because there's no real robot. Even Boston Dynamics doesn't have a good-looking roundhouse like that. No fucking nobody looks that good. So I'm pretty sure there's a human running behind that. Yeah, poor kid, man. There's gonna be a whole generation of kids hurt by robots that are gonna want them murdered. Like we're gonna have a Dune situation. Robots will date the trans. That happens. Hey, it can happen. It's gonna be a lot of online girlfriends and AI boyfriends and girlfriends soon, which is disgusting. But that's just me. But we'll end on this story. It's a nice, fun little story because I think, this is in PA. And it's the last story of the night, and it's a PA woman won a big ass jackpot. Big ass jackpot. I didn't get the amount, but I did see this. And honestly, this is again another great way for the old Hyclak saying, you fucked up and trusted yourself. Because a 69 year-old woman who put herself on a lifetime self-exclusion list. So I don't know how she made it through security to begin with. They do check IDs. A lot of the casinos I go to, getting kind of lax on checking IDs. Not going to lie. I feel like we're going to get a lot more underage gambling stories soon. Once all this shit gets going with, after apps are banned and all that kind of stuff. But she was on a lifetime exclusion list when she was removed from a casino after winning the jackpot on a slot machine. Oh, I'd rather be the kid getting kicked by the robot, dude. I'd rather be a kid getting kicked by the robot than you win a jackpot on a thing and you forget that you're on a self-exclusion website. I have a couple friends who have put themselves on those lists. I wouldn't do that to myself. I love gambling too much. I love being a part of the gambling community. I watch a lot of Vegas Matt, Bretsky. Watch those dudes all the time. And I would never, because also you got to go to casinos to fucking eat when you're in Vegas. And I like Vegas way too much, dog. Like it too much. She was escorted off the casino property in Pennsylvania. People struggling with gambling addiction can voluntarily ban themselves from casinos for 1, 5, or life years. The bans do not expire. She got fucked. It's according to PA Gambling Control Board, individuals who violate their self-exclusion terms will have any winnings confiscated and may receive a citation for criminal trespass. That's why I don't fucking do that, dude. There are people that have problems. I don't gamble, man. Something I've never done in Vegas. It can be fun. I gambled. I got the gambling bug out of me when I went because I live in Cleveland. We have casinos. We have 3 casinos in I think a 20-mile radius of each other. Center downtown, there's the Jack Casino. Then you have Thistledown Racino. She got hosed. She did it to herself, D-man. What do you want from this? I'm on the fucking casino side. I'm not. I was actually, to be honest, when I saw this story, I thought it was a woman who either got belligerent waiting for her jackpot, got really upset, and the casino just said, fuck you, which at that point she's right to sue because it's hers, and she just got upset and she was excited about her winnings. Whatever. That's a thing. But if you put yourself on one of these lists, I don't have a fucking sympathy or empathy for you because you made the conscious choice. That's a lot of people's fucking problem nowadays. They don't want to make they don't want to live with the decisions that they've made. I'm one of them, and I haven't grown out of it fully, but I've recognized that I do it. This woman decided that, they're not going to check me. And you win a fucking jackpot. I would have left immediately. And been like, this is not my day. This is not my day. I need to leave. This woman got excited because she won like, what, $2,500 or something off a fucking thing. And it doesn't say. Winnings, police said a non-traffic citation for trespassing will be filed against her. It is unclear whether the woman was able to keep the money. It said, you know what, Casey? I'm going to become a reporter now. I'm going to become a reporter because they just fucking said this. Prim Valley used to be popular back in the day. It's sad people stopped going. It's dead. Some casinos are like that, man. Some casinos just die off. Some areas that get casinos just die off. Jack always has fucking people in it here in Cleveland. They advertise constantly. So, and I think they're like a Caesars property. But I want to become a writer or a journalist because the board itself, I'm like baffled at the fact that it says was able to keep the money. Individuals who violate their self-exclusion terms will have any winnings confiscated. Who wrote this? Amanda Alvarado. I'm not even it is unclear whether the woman was able to keep. It says in the terms. Sorry, that bothered me. Like, what? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. According to Pennsylvania game spokesperson, jackpots forfeited by people in her situation go to the board and are used to fight gambling addiction. Sucks to be you. Really sucks to be that bitch. I'm kind of happy though that, you know, I'm also baffled that woman wrote an article and was like, it's unclear if she kept the money. It says it's confiscated. Do you not know what confiscate means? Fuck, that pisses me off when people don't know the meaning of words. I don't know a lot of words. I know a lot of words that aren't normal, but I don't know a lot of like simple words. She got shafted. The Ray Hyclak report. That would be kind of funny. All of a sudden you just like start playing this video for the Ray Hyclak report. Ah. And then I think I'm a journalist, even though I'm really not. But how do you post that? Like, you don't read that? And it's like, it's unclear. Bitch, it said you just wrote it in the article 2 lines above. Like, what's that? Oh, all right, kids. I, as the old people say, am sleepy. I want to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. We do this again Saturday. Ray has a new news report kink. I do. It's called Cronkitism, I think is what it's called. It's where you can only get off to old newsreels of Walter Cronkite saying the Vietnam War is unwinnable. Maybe they're trying to say that she may still have gotten her winnings at a later time, but they don't know because they didn't bother finding out. No. Here. Before I close this out, dude, I'll prove it to you that this bitch ain't getting shit. Like it says it right here in the fucking code. Like, you sure want to remove this? No, I want that. It says, according to the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board, this is what, regulates gambling in the state of Pennsylvania. Individuals who violate their self-exclusion terms will have any winnings confiscated and receive a citation for criminal trespass. It's unclear whether the woman was able to keep the money. It says if you violate that shit, and she had a lifetime ban. Did she have a lifetime ban? Here it is. Had a lifetime or was on the lifetime exclusion list. It's right there in the thing. It's right fucking there. I don't know how people can just be like, oh, did she keep the money or not? Like, whew. I'm not saying all people are stupid, but man, a lot of people don't have people have the brains of goldfish, dude. But you know who doesn't have the brains of goldfish? You guys. Because you're here. You're fans of my show, which is hilarious to me. But I'm going to say this. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna hop off, give my girlfriend a video call, and then relax for 24 hours before I gotta go business loan hunting. But yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for being here, for being in the chat. You guys who are bro OGs, you guys are, I consider you family at this point. I've known you guys for a long time. Never met y'all, but I know y'all because of things you've said on fucking shows. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being here for me. The fact that you guys show up at all the chat, that you guys show up at all the talk is a beautiful thing. And you guys make this worth it, and you make that combat sports show worth it. Next week, UFC Freedom 250, right on this channel, 8 o'clock. We're going to go or 9 o'clock. What time is that, by the way? Yeah, man. UFC Saturday. Main card is at 8 o'clock. So, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Ray Hyclak Show will be preempted by that combat sports show to do UFC Freedom 250. I'll be doing a day of coverage, talking about news stories, if anything does pop up, if any craziness happens while everybody's getting ready for it. I don't see this being a very widely attended fight, but should be interesting. It should be kind of fun to see what they do with this. But until next week, the only thing I can constantly tell you is that everybody gets bugs. Thank you, people. Have a good night. See you next week.